Alright, let's take a look at when you first fall in love with football. It feels pure, it feels light. You're just a kid with a ball at your feet and a dream in your chest. Maybe it was the sound of a stadium on TV, maybe it was a goal scored in the last minute that made you jump off the couch. Or maybe it was just the way the ball felt when it rolled perfectly across a patch of grass. In those early days, you are not thinking about scouts or contracts or competitions. You're just thinking about playing. But something happens along the way. As you grow, the game starts to change. People start watching. Coaches start expecting. The pressure builds. You compare yourself to others and suddenly their freedoms turn into fear. Fear of not being enough, fear of messing up, fear of failing at the one thing you love the most. That is where most players stop. That is where they let go of their dreams. But if football is truly your passion, if it is a part of your soul, then there is one thing you must learn before anything else. You have to learn to be fearless. So in today's video, I'm going to teach you 3 things about being fearless. The first one being the invisible battle, followed by the training to become fearless, and lastly, what happens when you are fearless. Let's start with the first one first, the invisible battle. Now the thing is, most people never see the real battles that happens in a footballer's mind. They see the goals, the skill, the celebrations, but they do not see the anxiety before a match. They do not see the pain of being benched after training all week. They do not hear the voice in your head saying that you are not good enough. Fear is silent but powerful. It creeps up in your mind when you miss a chance, when your teammates yells at you, when the coach looks disappointed. And once it's in your mind, it changes everything. You start playing it safe. You stop asking for the ball. You avoid 1v1s, and you become a shadow of who you were in the park when no one is watching. This is what fear does. It takes your passion and turns it into pressure. And if you don't fight back, it will take your dream too. Now, I remember a match when I was younger. It was a trial match. I had worked for weeks for this chance. I had cleaned my boots the night before, visualized the game in my head 100 times. But the thing is, when the whistle blew, everything changed. My legs felt heavy, my thoughts raced. I didn't play badly, I just didn't play at all. I passed backward every time. I avoided risk. I let fear win. I still remember walking off that pitch knowing deep down that I didn't show who I was. Not because I lacked skill, but because I was scared. Scared to fail, scared to shine. That night changed me because it made me ask myself a hard question. How many more chances would I waste by letting fear control me? Now for the second one, let's go to the training to become fearless. Think of the players that you admire the most, the ones who stand out, like Lionel Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo. They are not perfect, they make mistakes like everybody else. But what sets them apart is how little they let fear affect them. They try again, they express themselves even after a miss, they demand the ball even when the crowd is against them. That kind of confidence is not fake. It is built, it is trained day by day. And usually it comes from failing a lot and deciding not to give up. The players who make it are not the ones who never felt fear. They are the ones who faced it, felt it, and kept moving forward anyway. Now fearlessness is not something that you're born with. It's a muscle. You need to train it. Every time you try something new in training, even when you're unsure, that is fearlessness. Every time you raise your hand and say, "Coach, put me in," even when you're nervous, that is fearlessness. Every time you admit a mistake but still go again, that is fearlessness. You train your skills every day, but how often do you train your courage? You say that you want to play in the big leagues, you say you want to be pro, but if you cannot be brave at your local trial or in front of a small crowd, how will you handle the pressure of thousands of fans, of contracts, of interviews, and of injuries? Fearlessness starts small. It's not about being loud or cocky, it's quiet. It's choosing to act when your body wants to freeze. It's playing through pain, through pressure, and through doubt. And lastly, we are going to go to the what happens when you are fearless. When you train yourself to be fearless, something amazing starts to happen. The game opens up again. You stop worrying about what others think. You stop comparing. You start playing for the love of it again. But now you're smarter, stronger, sharper. You're not playing with blind confidence. You're playing with earned courage. Coaches notice it. Teammates respect it. You stop waiting for the perfect moment and start creating those perfect moments. You stop hoping to get picked and start proving why you should be picked. You stop hiding and start leading. Fearless players don't play perfect football, but they play unforgettable football. They play football that leaves a mark. Alright, that is it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you again in the next video, and I just want to say, see ya, and remember, stay balling.